Tomorrow could end up as one of the biggest days for tornadoes of the year. We have an enhanced risk of severe weather extending from extreme East Texas back into Mississippi, okay? Tornado threat for tomorrow. We have a 10% hatch risk for tornadoes tomorrow. That's the main thing that's really concerning with this is the hatched risk right there, right? So, if you're in that yellow blob extending from Alexandria back out into Jackson, Mississippi, that is going to mean that you have a 10% chance to see a violent, strong tornado move through your town. That's right, we're going to see several strong tornadoes potentially tomorrow. We're going to definitely see at least a few tornadoes just in general, not necessarily strong, okay? But anywhere in this yellow blob, you have a 10% chance to see a strong tornado. That whole blob together, okay, we're definitely going to see numerous tornadoes in that area, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about what you can do to prepare for that. Well, the number one thing you're going to want to do for tomorrow, if you're in portions of northern Louisiana and southwest Mississippi, you guys get severe weather all the time. But just because you get it all the time doesn't mean that you know everything about it. Listen, okay, if a tornado warning is in your area, you need to seek shelter immediately. You may be thinking, well, I've been under a tornado warning 25 times in my life. Nothing's ever happened. Well, that's maybe true, but there's such a high chance of a tornado tomorrow that could be strong that you need to seek shelter if you're under a tornado warning tomorrow. Several strong tornadoes possible, okay? A recent example of a Mississippi tornado is the Rolling Fork EF4 that happened just this year that did catastrophic damage to portions of Rolling Fork, okay? Very strong, killed dozens of people, very violent tornado. That could be the kind of situation that we're dealing with tomorrow. I'm not saying that it's guaranteed, but we could see a strong, violent tornado like that. So if you get under a tornado warning tomorrow, you need to come up with a plan to get into a safe space. Now, what is a safe space, okay? A safe space is a room that is very interior, you know, in the middle of your house, no windows, but if possible, on the lowest floor of your house, preferably a basement, okay? If there's a confirmed tornado on the ground, you need to get into a shelter with a basement. If that means leaving your home to find one with a basement, that's what you got to do, okay? Because we could see several strong tornadoes tomorrow. So if there is a tornado on the ground, then you're going to want to get to a basement. But if there's just a tornado warning, you're good inside of your home, but you need to get into a safe interior room, obviously, with no windows, preferably in the middle of your house, and still on the lowest floor possible, okay? So that's what you need to do to prepare for whenever there is a tornado on the ground. But what if there's not a tornado on the ground, but you're scared that there could be at any second? Well, I'm going to be live from 3:30 p.m. Central Time, which is where this area is taking place in, potentially to like 5:30 p.m. Central Time for a couple hours, just covering severe weather. If you watch my previous live streams, you'll know that they weren't great, but I have figured out how to screen record the Radar Omega on live, okay? So I will be screen recording live tornado coverage with the radar. We can look at some of the cameras they have on there if we need to. They have several weather cameras set up, so you can see what's going on in your area at all times. I'll be covering all the tornado warnings, most of the severe thunderstorm warnings, and everything that you need to do. So that's going to be it for this video. Join me tomorrow if you're in this area. Please, I beg you, or at least tune into your local weather station. That's what you got to do to make it out of this safe. Make sure all your family's safe. But yeah, thanks for watching. See y'all in the next one, hopefully tomorrow. Peace.